Did you guys know that the first ancient Olympic Games were done without a uniform? The ancient Olympic Games were wild, no medals, no rules, and they even had Olympic game version for women. Crazy. Did you know that? Except in the women's Olympic Games, women were mostly dressed. The first Olympic Games were in 776 BC, and this was done to honor Zeus, the god of gods. Astaghfirullah. Every Greek city stopped fighting. They literally stopped the wars just to compete in these ancient Greek Olympic Games, which included running, wrestling, and boxing. They trained for months and they literally covered themselves in olive oil on the day of the competition. And this wasn't just for show. It was to protect their skin and to symbolize strength and purity. No gold medals, no money, just a simple olive wreath and glory for eternity. And if someone cheated, which apparently was a thing that happened all the time, they had to pay for a bronze statue of Zeus with their name carved on it, and they would be placed at the entrance of the games so that everyone would see. Ancient Greece's version of a wall of shame. What many people don't know is that there was a female version for the ancient Greek Olympic Games, and this was called the Heraia Games in honor of Hera, Zeus's wife. Only unmarried women were allowed to compete, and men were not allowed to attend or watch. And that was the same case for the men's Olympic Games. If a woman was caught watching the games, and apparently it happened, the punishment for that was to be thrown off the nearest mountain. They ran a short race wearing a short tunic, apparently that was meant to symbolize modesty as well as honor, but one side of the shirt had no fabric. The winners were given an olive wreath, meat from the temple of Hera, and they were even allowed to dedicate a statue of themselves to Olympia. Now you also have to remember that there was only one winner. There wasn't a gold medal winner and a silver medal and a bronze medal. It was just the first person that finished. That was the only winner. And apparently these games were organized by 16 women from Elis, one of the first female organizing groups in ancient times. Now you might be wondering, how did the ancient Greek Olympics start off with being completely without clothes? Well, apparently one particular runner lost his belt and then his clothes, won the game anyway. This launched a new tradition of not wearing any clothes. The Pankration, where they did the wrestling, was the ancient version of MMA with less rules, more drama, and more chaos. Now, apparently, the chariot races were not won by the person that was driving the chariot, but by the person that owned the horses in the chariot. So, the first person to win this chariot race in the ancient Greek times, in the ancient Greek Olympics, was a woman. Her name was Kiniska, and she was a Spartan princess, and she won first place in the first ancient Greek Olympics for chariot races. So next time you watch the modern Olympics, remember that the Greeks did it first, full of faith, pride, drama, just without any clothes. And that's all I have today. I'll see you again on another episode. Assalamu alaikum.